men's basketball coach Kyle Smith announced today that he's leaving WSU.
And we will let you know how students are feeling coming up.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello, I'm Morgan White.
And I'm Lena Fielding. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Washington men's basketball coach Kyle Smith will be leaving and heading to Stanford as their new head coach. In a statement released on social media, Smith thanked the university, the players, and the fans for a great season. He says that the success has not just been a one-year run, but the buildup of success and growth year after year. Smith says the greatest achievement that he did during his time was restoring the pride in the Cougs. With Coach Smith's decision, it has left a lot of Coug fans disappointed and surprised at the sudden move.
I was really just hoping he would stay. I didn't think he was going to leave. I knew there was a chance, but I thought he would stay here and try to build on his success from the season.
No one's loyal to Wazoo anymore, I feel like. Everyone just does 2 years, and as soon as they're good, they just go away. No matter, it's like no one's loyal to the college anymore.
So I really wanted to keep that core together, but now with Kyle Smith kind of leaving, I sense some distraught in that group, and I think that this is the first piece to be moved, and there'll be many pieces moved before the beginning of next season.
And with Kyle Smith leaving, we are closing the book on the WSU men's basketball season. The Cougs ended their March Madness tournament this weekend with their loss to Iowa State. Coming up in sports, we will have an in-depth recap of how that game went. In more WSU sports news, earlier today, WSU President Kirk Schultz and Oregon State President Jayathi Murthy posted a statement saying they have come to a settlement with the other 10 departing schools from the Pac-12 conference. With this, both WSU and OSU student athletes can continue to play and compete at the highest level of college sports.
In WSU news, today marks the start of WSU Showcase Week. Kicking it off is the showcase for undergraduate research and creative activities. Circa started earlier this afternoon at the Compton Union building. Students, staff, faculty, and community members can visit and learn more about the research and creative endeavors of WSU's undergraduate participants. Circa is set to present awards from student work at 5 p.m. tonight in the Cub Auditorium. Another upcoming event for WSU Showcase Week. Tomorrow, WSU's President Kirk Schultz will give the annual State of the University address. He will give his speech from the WSU Everett campus tomorrow afternoon at 3:10 p.m. The event will also be live streamed on YouTube for other campuses to tune in.
Senate applications through ASWSU are now open. Elected Senates will make decisions to guide current and future actions on behalf of ASWSU. They can also amend bylaws through passing bills. The deadline will be April 5th at 11:59 p.m. If you have questions, make sure to email the ASWSU President, aswsu.protempore@wsu.edu. After the break, we will let you know what other community events are happening in the Palouse.
And we will talk to Sedona at the weather wall to let you know what weather is expected this week.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Hey, thanks for your patience. Thank you so much.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Today is the third annual Lauren McCluskey Memorial Walk, raising awareness about dating violence and stalking. Our reporter Josie Goodrich went to check it out.
Yes, thank you guys. I am here at the Dan O'Brien Track and Field in Moscow, where the third annual Lauren McCluskey Memorial Walk will be taking place. Lauren McCluskey was born and raised in Pullman and transferred to the University of Utah, where she was a track star and was eventually murdered by her ex-boyfriend in 2018. Now, this event begins at 5 p.m. and it will start with speakers who are sharing their own stories of dating, violence, and stalking, as well as sharing Lauren's story and why it is so important to the community. The event will then end with a walk around the track, being able to meet with partners and tables, and even having the opportunity to sign their own Lauren Promise. I will send it back to you guys at the desk. Thank you.
Thank you, Josie. The Murrow's 48th Symposium is coming up during April 3rd and 4th. The last day to register for it is March 29th. The event is designed to captivate the minds of both students and communication professionals alike. If you need professional clothes for the symposium, you can go to the pop-up closet in Gertsen 24 today, tomorrow, and Friday. The shop is open from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Wednesday and Thursday, the shop is open from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. All of the clothes were donated from the Murrow family, and it is available to all Murrow students for free.
The Student Entertainment Board will be hosting the Battle of the Bands this Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. The event will be hosted at Emporium located on Greek Row and is open to all ages. Doors open at 4 and the first band will perform at 5.
Looks like we have a lot of events this week. Sedona, what is the weather looking like for them?
Yes, it is going to be a little bit cold this week. We're expecting some rain and snow in the mix, which is not awesome. But looking at just today, we have a high of 45, but it is pretty windy outside, so it's going to be a little bit colder than that. And then looking into tomorrow, it's also going to be kind of windy, not as bad as today, but there is a chance of snow, and most likely there's going to be a lot of rain. So make sure you dress for that occasion when you're walking to class tomorrow. And then looking across the state, we're going to see on the west side a bunch of rain. It's a little bit warmer than Pullman, but it is still not great. The only sun that we see a little bit of is in the middle of the state, but it's still pretty cloudy. And then looking at Pullman and Spokane, obviously snow, rain, not very much sunshine that we're looking forward to. And then looking at the 5-day forecast, we have rain and snow the next 3 days, and then Friday and Saturday it should start warming up a little bit and we might see a little bit of sun. So I'm going to throw it back to you guys at the desk.
Yale traveled to Spokane for the NCAA men's basketball tournament this past week. However, Yale's marching band looked a little different. The University of Idaho's marching band was filing in for Yale, who couldn't make the trip out. The Idaho marching band learned the Yale fight song and were wearing blue t-shirts with the Y logo on the shirt, as well as even learning the Yale fight song. Another great story from March Madness coming up. We will have some more news from the NCAA tournament, a recap of the Cougs game against Iowa State.
And we will let you know which athlete won an All-American award.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Well, it was heartbreak this weekend as WSU fell to Iowa State in a 67-56 loss that knocked WSU out of the NCAA tournament. Miles Rice and Jalen Wells scored a combined 33 points in the loss. Iowa State missed 14 of its first 17 shots, while Wells went 7 of 12 in the first half for 16 points. Head coach Kyle Smith said he was proud of the way the team competed and, quote, We knew we were going against the Big 12 champs, a top 5 team, and we were unintimidated. We've played teams like that. We just didn't play well enough to win, end quote. The Cougs finished the year 25-10, the 25 wins on the 4th most in program history. After the game, we got to hear from some players in the locker room and head coach Kyle Smith during the press conference.
As a group I've been around, we are connected, like we love to hang out with each other.
I don't know, I love these dudes to death and wouldn't trade this experience for anything.
Just an awesome experience. So proud of the way our guys came out and competed to start that game. We proved that we belong, to say the least, and it's just an honor.
Good news for women's basketball. For the second time in program history, WSU women's basketball has reached a postseason quarterfinal game in the WBIT after defeating Santa Clara by a score of 73-47 on Sunday night. All 9 players scored for WSU in a game that saw 27 points off the bench. For the second time in a row, the Cougs held the opposing team to under 50 points. WSU will take on University of Toledo Thursday night at 6 in Pullman. On Saturday, Washington State swimming sophomore Emily Lundgren earned the program's first All-American honor since 2007 after finishing 14th in the country in the 200 best at the 2024 NCAA Championship in Athens, Georgia. Fellow sophomore Dori Hatazi competed in the 200 fly for the 2nd straight season and posted a finish ranked number 36 national. WSU tied for 40th in the country with Houston and Miami in the final points total. In baseball, WSU closed out a series sweep of Arizona State with an 8-6 win at home Sunday afternoon. The Cougs improved to 15-8 overall and 5-4 Pac-12 conference play. Kyle Russell collected 3 hits, including a double, triple, and 2 RBI, while Joey Kramer homered for the 2nd straight game. Pitcher Spencer Jones earned the win after working 5 innings, allowing 2 earned runs on 5 hits and a match season-high 5 strikeouts. The Cougs will take on Portland on Thursday night at 5.
Coming up, we will tell you what solar event you might be able to spot tonight.
There is a chance that Washington residents could see the northern lights tonight. I know, Sedona, that you said it was going to be a cloudy evening, so it might be kind of hard to see it, but I think it will be partly cloudy between like, what, 9-ish? So
yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit less cloudy from like 9 to midnight, so maybe we can see them.
That's for the night owls. Are you going to stay up, Jose? Are you going to try to see it?
I will be up trying to see it. So.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I try to stay up and see it, I always miss it. So
well, you have
I don't
early
know.
shifts.
Yeah. So I don't know that I'll be seeing it tonight, but.
Yeah, I've seen them one time before, and it was really cool.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I'm
so
excited
cool.
if we can see them again tonight.
That would be my dream to see them. I don't know. I feel like they're never actually in Washington, I feel like, you know?
I have yet
Thanks
to see
for
one,
watching. So. If you missed any of our shows, you can watch them on YouTube, our YouTube channel. Have a good night.